Chapter 17. My mom, Aunt Manda, and the detective all just stared at me with shock and disgust. Agent Murphy said, "Excuse me, I have to make a phone call," and walked out the room. My mom cleared her throat and said sternly, "Jasmine, Hillary, Shapiro, how could you not mention any of this? This woman, your brother's teacher, raped him, my son, and you said nothing. Why?" I said, "He was my brother. You understand the sibling bond, don't you?" My mom just looked at Aunt Manda and her shoulders shrugged. Agent Murphy walked back in and asked, "Where did we leave off?" My mom said, "This woman out here taking advantage of young boys for what, Jasmine?" I knew my mom was mad. She left Hillary. Agent Hollister asked, "Okay, we know again, I apologize again for your loss of your brother dying so violent. But does this affair have anything to do with the death or just his grades dropping?" I sat back, trying to figure out how these detectives did not notice the connection, or if they really don't know. But I continued with the story. Well, football season has started, and although Josh wasn't considered MVP anymore, he still was on the team with his friend Derek. So I went to support. It was a big game. It was crowded and loud, and fans were ready. Pulled up with my friend, walked through the gates, and I always looked for my brother first and then found a seat. But this particular game, something hit different. As me and my friend walked toward Josh on the benches, I saw Miss Gotti in the bleachers, sitting next to a man on the right of her, with Nigel sitting on the left of her, and then Irvin and Travis walking up the bleachers, then sit behind them. I was in shock. Miss Gotti is those brothers' mother. Found Josh and Derek, and they ran back to me, hugged me, but then Josh looked at me and said, "What's up with that face?" I tilted my head back toward where Miss Gotti and Josh. Josh looked at me and smirked and said, "Yeah, I know. How you think I got my grades good enough to stay on the team?" I just said, "No, this is not right." Josh shrugged, tapped Derek, ran off to the rest of the team for a pre-game practice. I turned and looked over my shoulder at Nigel, looking straight at me, slowly nodding. My friend and I walked around for a bit, but didn't say much for the rest of the night. I waited till Josh got home. I'd heard him walking up the stairs. I came out my room and asked, "Good talk." He looked at me and said, "Yeah, let me shower. I'll be in there." An hour later, Josh came in my room. across my bed, close his side. I lay next to him. He says, unless you got a solution, I already know the problem. I really don't see how to get out of this. Almost like Nigel and her brother saw their mom, and I way before I did. I wasn't planning to be with her for the purpose of the grade. It just was an offer. It was a fair trade. She said she wanted to see me successful, but with grades, I could keep my scholarship in school for college. And the physical hits I've been taking, sports scholarship is not going to come through. So Nigel and his brothers jumped you in the game because you were sleeping with their mom. Nah, I slept with their mom, and they jumped me in the game. I'm just not sure when they found out. Since they keep making me pull up to solve problems, I know they know, but really don't know how much more I have in me right now. Josh, have you killed someone? Now why would you ask me something like that, Jasmine? Josh, I care about your well-being. And if it's something happens to you, I couldn't stomach that, let alone know where, why. You want some deep shit, Josh. I know, Jasmine. That's why I figured if Dottie will help me to make sure I get in college and I can get out of here. What happens if she doesn't hold up her part of the deal? I guess I have to face that consequence if I have to.